Hi everyone. Today we're gonna talk about photosynthesis and its three main types. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy, and different plants have adopted different mechanisms to maximize their efficiency depending on their environment. So, let's explore how these types differ and why they matter. Let's start with seed tree plants, the most common type. These plants use the Calvin cycle directly to fix carbon dioxide into a three-carbon compound. They thrive in cool, moist environments and include crops, for example rice or soybeans. However, one drawback of seed tree plants is that they are vulnerable to photorespiration, which reduces their efficiency in hot and dry conditions. As you can see here, carbon fixation occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast. The enzyme Rubisco catalyzes the fixation of carbon dioxide into a 5-carbon compound called ribulose bisphosphate, or RuBP, forming a 6-carbon compound that quickly breaks down into two molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate, or PGA. This is C3 part, as the first stable product is a 3-carbon compound. The Calvin cycle continues with the reduction of 3-PGA into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, which is used to synthesize sugars and other organic molecules. However, oxygen can interfere with this process in a phenomenon called photorespiration, where Rubisco binds with oxygen instead of carbon dioxide, leading to a waste of energy. And this is more common in hot and dry conditions. Next we have C4 plants, which are much better adapted to hot, sunny climates. These plants use a more advanced mechanism to minimize photorespiration. Instead of fixing CO2 directly in the Calvin cycle, they first convert it into a 4-compound in the mesophyll cells. This compound is then transported to the bundle sheath cells, where the CO2 is released and used efficiently in the Calvin cycle. This process helps C4 plants like corn, sugarcane, and sorghum to survive in high temperatures while conserving water. Carbon fixation occurs in the mesophyll cells, where CO2 is initially captured by the enzyme pepcarboxylase. This enzyme has a higher affinity for CO2 and avoids the interference from oxygen that Rubisco faces in C3 plants. This carbon is fixed into a 4-carbon compound, usually oxaloacetate, which is then converted to malate or aspartate. The 4-carbon compound is transported to bundle sheath cells, where it releases CO2 that is then fixed by Rubisco in the Calvin cycle. This ensures that Rubisco works in an environment with higher CO2 concentration and avoids photorespiration. The third type is CAM plants, which are adapted to extreme desert conditions. These plants take a completely different approach to photosynthesis. Instead of fixing carbon dioxide during the day, they do it at night, when it's cooler. During the night, CAM plants store CO2 in organic acids, and then during the day they release it for use in the Calvin cycle while keeping their stomata closed to prevent water loss. This makes them incredibly water efficient, but they grow much slower. Examples of CAM plants include cacti, succulents, and pineapples. at night when stomata are open to reduce water loss during the day. Cam plants take CO2 and fix it into malate or other organic acids using the enzyme pepcarboxylase. During the day, when the stomata are closed to conserve water, the stored organic acids release CO2, which is then fixed by Rubisco in the Calvin cycle to produce sugars and other products. This separation of carbon fixation into day and night allows cam plants to photosynthesize with minimal water loss, making them highly adapted to arid environments. Finally, let's compare these three types side by side. C tree plants are the most common but struggle in hot climates due to high photorespiration. C4 plants have evolved a specialized pathway to reduce photorespiration, making them more efficient in hot and dry environments. Cam plants are the ultimate water savers, storing CO2 at night and keeping their stomata closed during the day to prevent water loss. So, to wrap it up, plants have evolved in fascinating ways to survive and thrive in different climates. Thank you.